Is Fallout 4 getting more DLC? Well, a couple of leaks that recently came out do seem to point that might actually be a probability. Both of these do come from Reddit posts, so if you want to read the discussion going on with them, I highly recommend you do so, and again, you'll find them in the description. So first and foremost are changes in the DLC section on Steam. So basically, there's this website called SteamDB, and on there it tracks all the things going on Steam, such as new games being added, new DLC being added to games, you know, all that kind of stuff. Well, very interestingly, new content was added to the Fallout 4 DLC kind of like downloadable content section. So in that section is Nuka World, Vault-Tec, Contraptions, Far Harbor, Wasteland Workshop, Automatron, and the Season Pass, and now there actually was 4 hours ago an additional object added. We don't have like a name or anything like that. On Steam database, you could basically just see that a new object was created and hidden. So then the first thing you think is, oh, it's just going to be like a pack of all the DLC. So it'll include all the other DLC in a singular pack, and that's what that little entry is going to be about. Bethesda actually has done this in the past with Skyrim creating their Legendary Edition and Fallout New Vegas with its Ultimate Edition, but actually it hasn't at the same time, because neither of those were downloadable content, or rather in the downloadable content section of the base game. Both Skyrim Legendary Edition and Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition had totally standalone store pages with their own custom descriptions and all that. So yeah, that's still a possibility, but they'd definitely be going about it in a different way, which would be pretty interesting. So if that was everything that came out, I probably wouldn't have made a video, but there's actually a little bit more to this kind of story. Another user was digging through some of the files that shipped with Nuka World and found some pieces for different guns. So I'll put those on screen now. It's basically a bunch of different images. All of them are based around the pipe variant for the different rifles, and they all have Raider in the name. So a Raider pipe rifle SA, a Raider pipe gun shotgun stock, etc, etc. And these are assets that actually shipped with Nuka World. So I don't know, what did it come out 2-3 weeks ago? These are technically in your game as they still are today. They were only just discovered today. So it's not like a ton of work has been put into these assets. Obviously, cut content has just been left out of the game in the past, but that coupled with the idea of a new DLC does create this possibility of kind of a Gunrunner's Arsenal for Fallout 4. If you don't know, Gunrunner's Arsenal was a DLC for Fallout New Vegas that basically just added in a ton of new weapons to the game. I, for one, think that would make a lot of sense for Fallout 4, and more importantly, I think a lot of people would buy it. Fallout 4's weapon choice was pretty limited in my eyes, and I think a lot of people viewed it as disappointing. They did do a decent job at remedying this through some of the DLC, especially in Nuka World. The handmade rifle is a great addition to the game, but there's still a lot left to be desired. And if we just think logically here for a second, if there was going to be one more DLC, what would make sense? A full quest, a full thing adding one quest and some new features like Automatron? No, that's way too much time and effort, and more importantly, too much money. But some guns aren't that hard to make. Out of the DLCs, this would definitely be the simplest, but a lot of people would really like it, again, due to the fact that Fallout 4 had such a disappointing weapon choice. So I don't know, is there going to be a new DLC coming? I have no idea. It's just kind of interesting that both of these pieces of kind of information came out on the same day, and it definitely points towards a possibility. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think? Is this all BS? Am I just making something out of nothing, or do you think there's actually some potential here? Another thing that pops into my head is maybe this is some kind of mod pack. So maybe Bethesda is going to be reaching out to community members, or has already been reaching out to community members of popular mods, and is packing them together into one singular mod to be released on all platforms, but mainly to benefit those PS4 users. I have no idea, but again, the speculation will continue in future videos if we do get some more details. Personally, I'd be really hyped for a new weapon pack. I would love to see that as an addition to Fallout 4. I love weapon mods, and I just think they're the kind of things you spend so much time with, especially in Fallout 4, where it's so much more focused on first-person shooting. But alas, we'll see in the future. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.